and has directed an immediate investigation and suspension of the aid with immediate effect. The statement adds that the minister and his home state governor, Mohammed Umaru Bago, enjoy a positive mutual relationship for the greater good of Niger State, and therefore speculation about the 2027 elections are inimical to these noble objectives. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is calling on all members of the All Progressives Congress in the state to actively take part in the party's ongoing electronic registration exercise. The governor made the call after completing the digital process at Ward 3 on Lagos Island. Joy Ken Agbakoya reports.
The word-to-word APC digital registration exercise is currently ongoing across Nigeria, with Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu joining other party members to revalidate his membership at his ward located at the St. Stephen's School compound, Adeniji Adele, Lagos Island. Describing the exercise as a civic responsibility and a vital step for every member of the party, Governor Sanwo-Olu said the digital process underscores the APC's commitment to transparency, innovation, and a stronger party structure ahead of future political engagements.
Nobody's asking you for anything. Just come here and register and collect the slip, and be a member of the party, and it's time for us to show sincerity and show commitment, of the party, and it's important. As I've seen it, it's very important, and it's digital. It's something that you do in 5-10 minutes. Because we want to see you, that's why you cannot do it remotely, but you can see that the officers that are doing it have their laptops, have their tablets, and in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it's all over.
The governor added that the digital exercise will run throughout the month of January and is open to both existing and new members, urging young people in particular to take advantage of the opportunity. In Lagos, Joy Ken Agbakoya, NTA News.
The Independent National Electoral Commission has dismissed claims that it unjustly excluded Labour Party candidates from the forthcoming February 21st FCT Area Council elections, attributing the situation to unresolved leadership disputes within the party and ongoing court cases. Statements responding to the Monday, January 5th protest, INEC Director of Voter Education and Publicity, Victoria Messi, says the Commission notes that the controversy stemmed from prolonged internal crises in the Labour Party, which have persisted since 2024 and were conclusively addressed by the Supreme Court in April of 2025, declaring the tenure of the Julius Abure-led National Executive Committee expired. However, the Abure-led faction still went ahead to conduct priority primaries for both the August 16, 2025 by-elections and the 2026 FCT Area Council elections, actions INEC say were inconsistent with the Supreme Court's judgment. In the meantime, the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has granted bail to the former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, SAN, and 2 others in the sum of 500 million naira each, with 2 sureties each in like sum. Malami is standing trial alongside 2 others on a 16-count charge filed by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission for alleged money laundering and illicit possession of assets valued at more than 8 billion naira. At the resumed trial, the prosecution opposed the bail application on the grounds that Malami may use his connections to interfere with the investigation or leave the country in order to evade trial. However, the defense argued the prosecution assertions are mere speculation. After hearing both parties, Justice Emeka Nwite granted bail to the 3 defendants on the grounds that the 2 sureties must have landed properties either in Maitama, Asokoro, or Gwarimpa. In addition, the defendants must deposit their traveling documents with the court and must not travel out of the country without the permission of the court. In light of this, Malami and the 2 others will be remanded in the Kuje Correctional Facility pending the perfection of their bail conditions and equally adjourn the case to February 17th for commencement of trial. The Nigeria Police Force, agency primarily responsible for internal security assignments in the country, like many others, many other years, 2025 also came with its own internal security challenges. But how effective was the force in responding to crimes and government's efforts in meeting the manpower and operational needs of the force? Security correspondent Francis Fom takes us down memory lane.
2025 opened on a troubling security note. From the Elwata attack in Benue State to the mass abduction of students in parts of Kebbi and Niger states, Nigeria once again confronted the grim realities of banditry, communal clashes, and violent crimes that tested the nation's internal security architecture. These incidents, alongside rising cases of kidnapping, armed robbery, and farmer-herder conflicts, placed enormous pressure on the Nigeria police force, renewing calls for deeper reforms, stronger manpower, improved welfare, and a more rights complaint-placing system. It is against this backdrop that a wave of decisive reforms began to reshape policing in Nigeria. In a landmark move to restore public confidence, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, barred police personnel from involvement in land dispute, an area long associated with tension, extortion, and abuse.
Officers have no business escorting parties for land recovery.
To further strengthen accountability, the IGP abolished the public parade of suspects, ending a practice widely criticized as degrading and contrary to the principle of innocent until proven guilty. In line with constitutional provisions, the police leadership reaffirmed the 24-hour detention rule, warning that no suspect must be held beyond 24 hours without court order. Even more significantly, the IGP expressly prohibited the arrest or detention of suspects' relatives, marking a major human rights milestone. Operationally, the force confronted emerging security dynamics with renewed resolve. In 2025 alone, 11,085 suspects were arrested across diverse crime categories. Police operatives recovered 1,766 firearms, 13,487 rounds of ammunition, and successfully secured the release of 1,611 kidnapped victims, reuniting them with their families nationwide following the Elwata attack in Benue. Rapid response deployments led to the arrest of 26 suspects within 5 days, underscoring the force's zero-tolerance stance on violence and impunity. A special intervention squad established by the IGP delivered major breakthroughs. Joint operations with the Office of the National Security Advisor led to the rescue of 38 worshippers abducted, as well as the recovery of kidnapped students in Niger and Kebbi states.
This is the news desk at 6 on NT News 24. More reports shortly. Stay with us.
Baffy Furniture's legendary final sale of the year is here. This festive season, enjoy extra savings on luxury and comfortable sofa sets, modern and functional dining sets, sophisticated and smart bed sets, and our royal collections. Classy, premium, and truly exclusive. Shop 10 million Naira and receive a complimentary Daisy tea set. Spend 15 million and take home a 65-inch smart TV. Go higher at 20 million and experience unmatched comfort with our exclusive massage chair. Visit our showrooms in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and Enugu, or shop online. It's big, it's bold, it's unforgettable. It's Baffy Furniture's legendary final sale of the year.
Season's greetings from all of us at Risco Foods. The festivities are already in the air, and we'd like to especially thank you for your continued patronage of Risco Foods, the only tomato brand to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the federal government of Nigeria. With our proud Nigerian products and services, we have continued to create thousands of jobs for our people and for the growth of our economy. Thank you, our esteemed customers, distributors, and partners. Yes, the taste of Nigeria is the taste of celebration and the taste of goodwill and good cooking. We care for your good health and long life. So cook right and eat healthy to live longer. Always buy a Risco product. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And the National Productivity Order of Merit Award goes to the only tomato paste manufacturer to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the Federal Government of Nigeria, endorsed by the Association of Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria. This is an evidence of 100% natural goodness, great quality and great taste. So eat healthy to live longer. Use a Risco tomato paste and products. 100% natural tomato. Better food na correct. Buy now and enjoy up to 20% discount. Risco tomato paste, taste of Nigeria.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
This is NTA News 24.
Welcome back. 2025 was an engaging one for the Federal Road Safety Corps, especially with efforts and initiatives of boosting its drive towards meeting up with the UN Decade of Action on reducing road traffic crashes by 50%. Issues of concern to the Corps remain mixed loading by truck drivers, overspeeding, and driving under the influence. Here is Oyemi Ajayi bringing us up to speed on how the Corps fared in 2025.
Towards the late 2024, there were crescendo of fuel scooping and siphoning activities from fallen tankers, which caused death of many. This was one major challenge the Federal Safety Corps faced headlong to quell, and as time passed, campaigns and awareness became regular in this, educating Nigerians on the need to desist from such activities. Aside these, mixed loading, overspeeding, as well as driving against traffic were referred to as major contributors to road traffic crashes in the country. There was as well the crackdown on motorists with fake number plates with the arrest of many. Of major concern to Nigerians is the issue of delayed driver's license issuance, which the Corps swing into action to change.
We have activated plans to overcome perennial challenges associated with delays in obtaining the driver's license and number plates. Our printing facility has been upgraded to print an average of 15,000 driver's licenses daily.
Production from the input of the machine to the output takes less than 20 seconds for a car to be out. So it means we can produce over 1,800 in 1 hour.
It was revealed that in the period under review, about 30 million passengers traveled using 2.3 million vehicles across the country, with Anambra and Kano states having the highest volume of movements. And some recalcitrant officers were arrested and prosecuted by the Corps after being apprehended for a series of offenses, including extorting innocent public. Between 15th December 2024 and 15th January 2025, 432 lives were lost and 2,070 people injured in 533 road crashes. Between January and September 2025, 3,433 deaths and 22,162 injuries were recorded in 6,858 crashes across the country. On the 27th June 2025 in Lusaka, Zambia, the Federal Road Safety Corps was announced the Secretariat of the African Association of the Road Safety Lead Agencies, a feat which earns Nigeria the status of producing the Executive Secretary of the Regional Association. Recalcitrant motorists were arrested and prosecuted through mobile courts. As the 2030 United Nations Decade of Action continues to count down, the Corps says it will not relent in its hours of strengthening and boosting efforts of achieving 50% reduction in road traffic crashes in the country, and won't stop initiating ideas of achieving the goal, while echoing that road safety is everyone's business. Hence, all hands must remain on deck to ensure sanity and safety on the highways. Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6. On NTA News 24, here's a recap of our top stories. Federal government denies abandoning scholarship students in Morocco, labels reports false and misleading. Minister of Information refutes claims of any ambition to contest Niger State governorship in 2027. And Burkina Faso has foiled a coup plot to overthrow President Traoré. Government makes arrests, moves to assure stability amid regional unrest.
This is NTA News 24.
And on that story coming from Burkina Faso, the military junta has announced that it has foiled what was described as a sophisticated plot to assassinate its military leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Security Minister Mahamadou Sana revealed the details in a national television broadcast, stating that intelligence services intercepted the operation in its final stages. He alleged that the plotters had planned to assassinate the head of state and then strike other key institutions, including civilian personalities, alleging that the conspiracy was funded from a neighboring country. Sana said authorities uncovered a leaked video in which the plotters discussed their intentions, including assassinating Traoré either at close range or by planting explosives in his residence shortly after 11 p.m. local time on Saturday, January 3rd. The conspirators allegedly planned to follow up by targeting other senior military and civilian figures, mobilizing soldiers and civilian supporters, and disabling the country's drone launch base to prevent foreign intervention. Sana added that the situation was under control and urged citizens not to be misled out of naivety into dangerous schemes. President Bola Tinubu has congratulated Alhaji Hassan Adebayo Sumonu, a renowned Labour leader and veteran trade unionist, on his 85th birthday today, January 7th, 2026. The president, in a release by a special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, highlights Alhaji Sumonu's immense contributions to nation building and commended his commitment to the welfare of Nigerian workers. Alhaji Sumonu was president of the Nigeria Labour Congress from 1978 to 1984. He was also formerly General Secretary of the Organization of African Trade Union Unity. As Labour leader, Sumonu's NLC presented a charter of demands that, among other things, eventually led to the institutionalization of a national minimum wage and minimum pension scheme. The president thanks Alhaji Sumonu for his passion for workers' welfare and wishes him continued good health and renewed strength. That concludes the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Thank you for watching. I am Dennis Adegunloye.
Or thereabout, Renewed Hope Initiative, a pet project of Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, has gained prominence as it works to build a more empowered society. Through the initiative, the First Lady is driving impactful transformation through intervention